It's Wednesday, my dudes, and while the temperatures outside are freezing and dropping, it's hot in here tonight, and we're going to drop another hot one on you. So warm up with a nice, big, hot, I lost it already, of Ramen Toys. They're going to be on the show tonight. We're going to be talking about all the cool things that they got going on, especially the new van coming out. So make sure you park it right here. And there's nowhere else to go from this intro because it's already screwed. So, Machu, cue the intro. This little effer making everything super cold again. What is going on? Anyway, it's cold. It's ridiculous. I had to put on a shirt in my own house. I mean, a sweatshirt. Oh, no. Sorry. I usually wear a shirt in my own house. That was a weird way for me to put it. It's Wednesday, my dudes, and welcome to episode 101. And apparently we're screwing it up and starting from scratch. We forgot everything we did for the first 100 episodes, and we're going over again. But what's up with you, Machu? Good to see you. How are you?
I finally started using that dumpster that you got me for Christmas.
That was your Christmas present, yeah.
Yes.
Dumpster.
Yeah, so I started clearing some stuff out from the garage because I need to make space for all the stuff that came in. Mainly like the Ghost and another vehicle, another 112 vehicle. Which this one's 110th, right? The
which one? Yeah, it's like
DeLorean is 110th.
Yeah, it's about a 110th. So we're gonna talk lots of vehicles tonight, which I know I've got one coming in. You've probably got one coming in, at least one. So it'll be good to talk about that. I haven't even touched my my Ghost yet. That is just sitting under my Christmas tree for right now. So
that is. I'm glad that you still have your Christmas tree up.
Oh yeah.
I have not taken mine down. Well, I also didn't take mine down last year, so it was up all last year.
Oh man.
Yeah. No, but I plan on taking it down this week because I need to make space, and I'm in that mode of cleaning.
Good.
Good. Yeah. So
good. 355 days to Christmas. People already got their decorations up. It's disgusting. It comes earlier and earlier every year. Oh, nah, man, I'm with you. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. We usually leave the tree up though until at least Little Christmas. So Little Christmas just passed. So
Wait, what is Little Christmas? Explain.
So Little Christmas is, if I remember my Catholicism school together properly, it is the day that the wise men actually arrived at the manger. Oh, so yeah, you said it's like 12 or I think it's 12 days after or something like that. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
They didn't ask for directions, right?
No, that's why they got there so late. And
exactly.
They also only bought Christmas presents, and they didn't bring birthday presents for Jesus. So that was like a faux pas too. So
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So anyway, should we check in with the chat?
Yeah.
We're flying here tonight. Let's see. We got Zelos is here saying good evening, waiting for Ace. That's awesome. We got Josh Brown saying hello, Sentinels. Dom is here saying hello there, Reverend Dom. That's right, Dom officially officiated, or what's the word I'm looking for? Ordained. Dom's officially ordained. He's going to be doing a wedding, available now for weddings, mitzvahs, Jedi namings, all that stuff. So
Jedi naming.
Yeah, that's part of it. I think you can actually be part of the Jedi Temple now too.
Okay.
If I remember from my Universal Life Church, like I said, I think I'm a cardinal now, so I'm coming up on 20 years as an ordained member here. Paul Morales is here. Kyle's here. Kyle, I got a very special package from Super 7 that I'm excited to dive into yesterday. So I'm gonna be checking that out soon. My Beastie Boys Sabotage figures arrived, so I'm stoked for that. KJ Smith is here. He got his package from the 100th episode, or his son did, the goat there.
The better KJ,
which is great. Excited for all those to go out, which is awesome. We got RC just giving us a good old wave. We got Henrock, who is excited for tonight's show, which, hey, Henrock, hopefully I've tempered expectations appropriately. Yanni's here. I love seeing Yanni's name. The Toy Chase is here saying, what up, fellas? Toy Chase, you hanging out with us all night, or was there an episode of Gripping and Ripping that you're bouncing over to on Dave Wonder's channel? If you're going to be heading over there too, you catch some on the replay though, because you're here with us. Stay here with us. We got Ace coming up. You want to talk toys? 796 says take it off. Not for nothing, man. Get those super chats up and we'll see what's going on. Same thing, KJ. I'm not taking it off for free. Let's go. Real life perspective shows here saying happy Wednesday. Got to hang out with him last Friday, do a little play a little game. It was cool. It was fun. He's got some good stuff going on there.
Can I just say something? If the chat's gonna super chat you to take it off, they're gonna have to super chat you to put it back on.
That's right. That's right. I do the reverse OnlyFans. I will send you naked pictures. You have to give me money to stop. That's yeah. Reverse OnlyFans. The collection next is saying, "What's up, everybody? Don't forget to check them out every Monday." Zealous is excited for the Musk. We'll definitely talk about Musk for sure. Was it Rita's dumpster? Is what?
Oh
no,
that's a good question. No Rita popped out from that one.
No Rita. All right. It really is Christmas all day, every day.
Isn't it?
Little Christmas apparently is 12 days after Christmas. I guess that's why the song is 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 12 days before the current Gregorian calendar. Okay. All right. There you go. Rel Collects is here. What's going on, Rel? Our good old neighbor. Slacker Hackers here saying, what's up? We got the Titan say, I keep my tree up until after 3 Kings Day. So coming down this weekend. There you go. $1.99 say, sup fellas, I got my ramen bowl ready. Hell yeah. Thank you for the super hat, Henrock. Appreciate that. Get your ramen bowl ready. Let's see what else we got. Diggs is in the house. What's up, Diggs? Bat Grumps is here saying hello.
Enablers, wrong show, wrong day.
Wrong day. That's tomorrow. Don't. Oh, but Migos. I mean, not wrong. Not wrong. It's the Sentinel show today, though. Sentinel show. Wicked Fat is here. What's up, JP? Fudge, you mean the Toy Daddies? Oh man, almost there. Almost there. We're on everything, baby. We're on everything. B2S for the win. Thank you, man, Beast Boy, for setting them right. And that's right. We're everywhere, man. That's true. I guess we're just floating around everywhere. That's catching us all over the place. So not a bad thing, I guess, right? Not a bad thing to be seen.
Not at all.
Seen and appreciated. So all right. What else?
So you think it's time that we oh wait, did you get any before we do that? Did you get any hauls in this week?
I did, but I haven't opened anything. So I do know that like I said, the Sabotage, I've just picked up the Iron Man I've been playing with that I rediscovered because I found him while I was cleaning.
That's a good Iron Man. I don't know where that went.
He is a good Iron Man. He's just fun.
Yeah.
I really like the boots. I know it limits his feet, but I really like the boots. The Sabotage Super 7 figs. Finally, I got them. They're here. I'm excited for those. And I got which I have one of yours, the Not a Mikey that everyone seems to be looking at.
And I have your Christmas gift.
Right.
/ thank you present.
Yeah.
That I still have to give you, which I should have given you, but I took a nap on the couch instead. I'm sorry about that.
Naps should always be prioritized, my friend.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. But we'll show it off next week.
Yeah. But I've still been messing around with this Daredevil figure, which I think is awesome.
Dude, you've been killing it, and you put up an awesome shot too.
Yeah, thank you.
You've been getting a lot of use out of that. What's it called?
Yeah, usually it's like one shot and then I'm done, right?
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about more shots with this thing. Like I even like you asked me to like show off the ramen racer.
Yeah.
Like I have it next to me, and I'm thinking of shots with Daredevil. Like somebody coming out of either the car or the trunk. But yeah, let's.
Could you kick him through the windshield?
I'm not kicking him through the windshield. I don't have a replacement windshield.
All right. Well, maybe our guest can help you get a replacement windshield. Let's see.
Speaking of our guest, I think it's time we let him on the show because
let's go ahead. Let's see what we're talking about his stuff anyway. Let's bring on Ace. What's going on, Ace? How are you?
Hey
guys, Josh, Matt, thanks for having me on your show.
That's right, man. We're excited to have you, dude. We're excited, man. We talked before. Obviously, Matt's got the Ramen Racer. We both pre-ordered the van. We're excited for the stuff you're doing, dude. We're really happy to have you here.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
For the people in the chat who aren't familiar with you, can you give us a brief description of who and what you do?
Yeah, my pleasure. I am my name is Noel, and people call me Ace, so hence I adopted the stage name Ace for now. And I started ramen toy back in 2021 in January. So in fact, we're actually just 4 years old this
Wow.
month.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
And of course, just a bit before that is that I've always been a plastic modeler at heart. And before being a plastic modeler in my teen years, I was obviously collecting He-Man and all those childhood 80s toys.
Mhm.
So after I got through that stage, I was doing plastic models during my teen years. I got into Hong Kong in 2005 after doing a few years of eBay since 2000. And once I was in Hong Kong, I was basically working for a company called Action HQ, and it was basically a online site that deals with selling of toys and collectibles. And the company soon went into making its own licensed stuff, and using another company name called Popbox Collectibles, where I was actually involved with using my plastic modeling skills to, help the company with making prototypes, painting them, and then going to the factories to work with the factories in terms of developing the products simply such as novelty toys like keychains, fridge magnets, but like 3D figure ones. And then the licenses that I worked with back in the day were the first Transformers movie,
Oh,
I
Oh,
Robot
wow.
the Bust. We collaborated with Toynami to make some Robotech Macross figures. And then we also dealt with some the Dark Knight collectible keychains and stuff like that. And then fast forward to 2014, I came out on my own and I created Caliber Toys in Hong Kong. That didn't go very far because I had one license that was the Age of Extinction of
Oh.
the Transformers fourth movie. And again, I did simple things like coin banks, figure carabiners, and stuff like that. And then I went on a little bit to do Caliber Wings, which is basically a brand that deals with die-cast military fighter jets.
oh,
And then that went on a hiatus during COVID, and that's when I started Ramen Toy. So
Okay.
that's a bit about myself.
That's
wow.
awesome, man. Yeah, you've really gone through it, dude. I didn't realize you had such an intense background there. That's
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you've got quite a few fans in the chat here too. I just want to kind of highlight a couple of them.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, the Titan saying Ace, aka the hardest working cyborg in the business. So I don't know if there's something else you want to tell us tonight. Not just a modeler, but also a robot. You know, Man Beast Boy calling you the vehicle making wizard, which it's something we can all agree on. I think there. Agent Variant saying, "Yo, Ramen Racer is the bomb. Fantastic work. Love
Thank
it." Ace about to bring the heat from Omega Weapon 13. And let's see. Then we've got this question here. Where to go? Did I miss the hashtag for the Musk giveaway? I didn't. Is that something I wasn't told about? Are we giving
I
away a
didn't-
Musk tonight? No, I'm
I
kidding.
did
I'm
not
kidding.
hear that.
I'm
Did not hear
kidding.
that.
I'm kidding. That's there's no giveaway for tonight as of right now. There could be, but not as of right now. And also I just want to do a quick shout out to a couple people that really just showed up real quick. So we got BX Medic 33 is the first time in our chat. So that's awesome, man. Thanks for
nice.
joining us. And we've also got Comic Book Streamland, who's finally getting to watch the show live. So really appreciate that, guys. And of course, we've got our regulars. We've got Plasty is here, Collector 425, and Unworthy is also showing up. So thank you guys for being here. But this is awesome, man. Ace, and again, it's really cool to hear your background and kind of in the plastic modeling and stuff, and how is that kind of translated into what you're doing? I guess it's been part of what you've been doing, but now it's really a focus on what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There you go.
And you said that you were doing like little keychains and stuff, but going from like little plastic keychains to like like the Ramen Racer to the Vans. I mean, obviously this is more than just one little piece of like plastic keychain. There's a lot of engineering that's gone into this, right? That we can all appreciate. And also, I was blown away by all the accessories when you open up the box. First of all, it's packed really well because it's in the styrofoam, but packed within the styrofoam are all the little accessory pieces. Like on top are all like the flame effects and the extra hood, right? And I love the fact that you can change up the look of the car however you want. You give us two extra hoods, and different pieces like the rear tail lights, right, and also the front piece, which is probably on my other desk.
Yeah,
place
somewhere around.
Here it is, and it's magnetic too, so it goes like right
Oh, I
over.
didn't realize it was
Yeah,
magnetic.
It goes right over.
Oh,
that's
wow.
right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's right, sir.
Wow.
So he was thinking of everything you could possibly want, and like where did I put that cable?
So a lot of it actually is input from the fans, because
Mm.
the whole idea again of the Ramen Racer was just generically just one thing, which
Mhm.
was to replicate the failed Haslab, and
Yeah.
then that went on to fans, giving some input. They said that I don't want to have the flames; I want to have just the car itself. And now that got us thinking, how do we incorporate a car without the flames? That's when we started moving the parts, and then people were saying that they wanted it modular, so change it here and there. There were um, comments and suggestions about doing it in an orange version, and that's what we did. So basically, a lot of it comes from the community giving us the feedback to do and give to the community what they want, and that's essentially what Ramen Toy is about. We want to give what the people want.
Yeah.
And that's how we started with the 80s Commanders, because we were thinking about, there's all these third party transformers that's in the market, but there's no third party of anything else. I mean, prior to now, right? So now you see more third party stuff for other stuff, but we're talking about like the 80s, right? Of course you got the third party that's making the popular Marvel, DC characters and stuff like that, which we'll get to that another topic which is frowned upon, right? Because
Right.
it's not licensed, but we're just trying to be a small part player, right? The keyword is small part player in the community, because these are the stuff that is basically nobody is going to do it unless we're mistaken, right? Nobody's going to do a Centurions or a until recently, a Canon mask and stuff like that. So this was 4 years ago when we started the journey. We were trying to give to the community what is wanted, which is basically, it's a good section of the people who wanted all these Centurion figures and stuff like that. So yeah, as we progress, in fact, most of our stuff, that if you follow our socials, we show off prototypes, we show off concepts, and then there'll be inputs, there'll be comments about what certain people want, and then we take into account what makes sense, and then we apply it to the product. So same thing here. The Ramen Racers started off, basically it was evolving all the way, right? It evolved basically. Yep.
Yeah, and I love that you offered 3 different packages to it too, right? Like, to your point. So you heard people say, "Oh, we don't want it to just have the flame effects." So the flame effects became kind of the side piece, but at the same time, people that wanted the flame effects, you got them to light up, right? Like, so again, you got to pick and choose what you wanted, and it looks like, from when I'm jumping back and forth, it didn't change the price point, right? It's like, okay, that's what you want. Great. Here's what you're going to get. You can pick and choose this. And of course, for those who wanted it in orange, got it in orange. I guess it does look like it's a little bit of a different model here. It's not so much the same piece, but it probably uses the same structure, right? Same bones.
Yep.
But I know, look, this was cheaper, so I guess it doesn't come with the same. So that's great. You're given all the different options, and then you're doing the commander figures, and then the marshals, and all the other pieces too. And I know that these were, where is it, the I don't GI Joe, but I remember a lot of people talking about the bridge layer was a big thing too when you release that. So it's certainly, what you said there, in fact, of listening to the fans, that is something it seems that you do very well, and based on the reaction to everybody for you being here, they're excited about that, and they're thankful for that for sure.
And we thank everybody for supporting us. Yep.
Yeah. J-Shot, did you?
Yeah. What do you want? Talk to me.
I was gonna say, go back to. Do you still have that on the window open? I was gonna
Sure
say,
do.
you want to show the different the vans that are coming out.
the vans. Is there a van coming out? I don't.
Yeah.
Oh. Where do you want to start? Which
I
one
guess
do you want to start with?
we could start out with the white one, right? Like
Start with the white. All right.
yeah. So
Yeah, so by the way,
well-
just before you get into it, Machu,
Mhm.
just as like my appreciation, we talked about this on the stream the other night about the death head. My appreciation for your just little detail in the packaging of like, here's the torque and the handling and the braking. It's just it's great. It's nice. It's a nice
nice
little
touch.
like comic book touch. I love it.
Because all the vans are different, right? Like it's like the handling is different on the what was it, the 18 van compared to this, I think, right? Now this is the white van is like the basic van that you have, right?
That's right. But again, it evolved, guys. So the first thing was when we did the ramen racer, and then there was calls from the community about doing a van, and then specifically a particular van that was in 3-tone colors. We did that van, and then there were calls for the community about, we just want an ordinary van, and that's when the white and black one was evolved. And then after that, they were saying that they need something that is more punishing looking. That's when the Raider was evolved, because we just put on the stuff that the fans wanted for all black. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Gotcha. More punishing looking. That's a good way to put it.
I like
I
that.
like the 3-toned van. Yeah, this one. This is the
Raider.
Yeah. And see, like armor is through the roof on this. So
Exactly.
this is
I mean, it's
this is perfect.
Look at all the armor pieces that's on there.
Yeah, I mean, this is perfect if you need to pull a heist or put entries into your war journal. This is perfect for that. Yeah.
Now those extra pieces, I'm assuming they're magnetic.
Yes, they're all magnetic. Yes.
Okay. Could you like interchange them? Like, say if you had two vans, because I pre-ordered the white one and I pre-ordered.
Yes, you can.
The Raider. Oh, so you can move it over.
All the magnets are pre-installed in all the parts.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I get. Yeah, that makes it easier because then you only have to make one van. Like you only have to assemble one van, and then it's just the different versions are the accessories on top or whatever is included in the box, right? That works really well.
Suka.
Suka is here. So looks like Yo-Yo Jerk is in the chat. What's going on, Yo-Yo Jerk? Yo-Joe Jerk, sorry.
Yo-Joe Jerk.
Yo-Joe Jerk. Let's see. When are these going up for pre-order at BBTS? Since you guys
I think they already are on BBTS.
Yeah, they're already at.
There you go.
Yes.
Momentum. Go check out BBTS. There, go check them out now. See if they're up there. Henrock, you probably could have worded that better, Henrock. Okay?
Henrock is taking some awesome shots with the Ramen Racer.
Yeah.
I mean, we actually ran into each other. It was me, Henrock, Man Beast Boy, and then we ran into Ace at New York Comic Con this year. And that was when I sparked the conversation of coming on the show, because like we didn't expect you to be there at New York Comic Con. Well, that was a huge surprise.
Yeah, I was surprised as well.
And you were the one who wanted to take the selfie picture with us, and we were like, "Oh, yeah." So, like, what were your thoughts on New York Comic? Was that your first New York Comic Con?
It's my first New York Comic Con, and I was definitely blown away with the attendance and seeing so many passionate fans. I mean, the crowd was just endless, right? It was always flowing. There was never a moment where there was no crowd, and that's the kind of support that any convention really needs. So it's so awesome. Yeah.
Now the other thing, you took it away. I was gonna,
I can put it right back.
I'll bring it up. I was gonna say that like we also have the tanks that he has coming out,
and the tanks are also evolved from the initial bridge layer project, because again I wanted to only do a bridge layer. Obviously, a tank would be something that I could not do, because it's just logical to have a tank. But it originated with only a bridge layer first. And then I was thinking about how to make it modular. And that's when we did the rest of the stuff to make the different turrets to, again, what the fans wanted. In fact, the Phalanx missile launcher, rocket launcher was not on the cards previously, until people were telling me about, you want to do this that looks like that, yeah. So
I love the effects too that you got here going. They look great. Yeah, like especially the one on the tank that I just clicked
Yep.
away from.
Yeah.
So, but I'm sorry, man. I'm just gonna cut you off for 3 seconds here.
Go ahead.
So just to note, so the phalanx this is not included. You add this onto.
exactly.
Got you. Okay, and is that the same with the tank piece, or is that? Sorry, I went too far. The tank is this.
Yeah, the whole you actually get the hunter tank first, and then
Okay.
the bridge layer parts are all separate.
Oh,
The
cool.
phalanx parts are all separate. Again, this was a decision that we had to make, and it was a hard one because we could have sold everything with the hull, and hence is a full product. But then again, we consider about the price. The moment you sell everything and include all the hulls, then you're adding that hull price to every single piece. Also because you're adding the whole volume for shipping. So we're considering that people might not want to get 3 huge pieces in their collection. They might want to interchange between this and that. Then we came up with this decision to do this. And of course, when we do this, there'll be the people that want to have all 3 displayed at once. So they will have to actually get 2 more hunters, and then have 2 extra turrets to display the rest of the stuff. But we can't really, we say sorry to that, but it is what it is. So yeah, we hope everybody understands.
No, I actually appreciate that you're making it modular like that, because I mean, honestly, like a lot of us complain that, it's not so much the toys that we want or the money that we're running out of, it's space. So the fact that you're able to kind of get one big bottom piece and then change it up how you want it, then
Exactly.
That's awesome, man. I love that you're thinking about that. It's something special. And look, with people that want 3 tanks, they're gonna get 3 tanks. That's good for them. Good on them.
I don't see them, nothing stopping them from getting 3 tanks.
Yeah.
They're probably, they probably have the space.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
America's a big place, man.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. There's lots of places, not by us, that have lots of room, not by us, but lots of places.
I'm still trying to figure out where I'm putting all my stuff. I mean, like,
yeah. So we got a couple people. So Captain McKay Random here said that he loves the CAG set. Really makes the Batmobile look so much better. And that was another piece too. Yeah, that you just added. This was nice. It was the upgrade kit.
Yeah,
which was cool. It was just, and again, like it was 3 pieces that you got. And it was a simple thing, or 4 pieces, I guess, right? 3, 4 pieces. And for like this price point, I mean, unfortunately, it's sold out now at this point. But I mean, for that price point, man, what a huge addition to just make that thing just that much better, And I know that's kind of what this community is all about too, and especially, someone like a Henrock or a Matt or or even a McKay here. The details matter, and that's a huge thing, and even Josh saying Ace delivers. He listens to the collectors there. So there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, but yeah, here you go. Bat Force Grump saying I think people like the fact that companies listen to them and give them options. So
yeah, definitely.
Oh, Yojo Jerk wants to know. He's saying the world needs a 1/12 Mad Max figures and vehicles. You up for that? You up for doing something along those lines?
Definitely something we can consider. There seems to be no boundary, so let's look forward to the future.
Let's do it. There you go.
Yeah, there's a version of the Ramen Racer that looks like you fit in that world too.
Yeah.
Is that yeah? I think
the Ramen Razor. That's right. Yeah.
Ramen rate. Yeah. I think it's on the homepage. Let me see. It wasn't.
Yeah, it's on the. It's on
yeah,
the,
look at that.
There you go.
There you go. It's fitting right in there. That's right in. Oh. Yeah, there's not a lot here. There's not a lot. I feel like if you're on this website, there's a lot you can. There's something for everybody, and I love that you kind of go back to your roots too, and what you talked about in like your nostalgia piece, right? The Master of the Verse here. These head sculpts are great. And they're certainly
this also just it was evolved during the Mattel's release of the figure, where everybody was complaining about the head. Yeah, even the head looks kind of funny to me, so that's why I did this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's just you listening and being like, hey, I can make this better. Here you go. Right. I mean, that's incredible.
Well, it's not a
Um,
case of I can make it better. I'm sure Mattel can make it the best. It's just that for some reason they don't do it. So I want to step in and at least give to a certain group of the community what we want. Because again, the figures goes into mass stores, right?
Mhm.
Mass Walmarts and all these things, Target, and it's
Yeah.
picked up by a lot of people that don't even know about what we're doing. But for the community that's online
yeah.
and are critical about these pieces, then what I'm doing is to cater to this community, and that's what I'm currently aiming at. I'm not trying to correct the mistakes or right mistakes. It's not actually a mistake. It's only a mistake by what we think, right?
Mhm.
The product is fine as it is to the I think 80% of the people buying. So the 20% who are online and talking in forums and really engaged with the character, these are the 20% that Ramen Toy is basically servicing, in my opinion.
Mm.
Yeah.
You're giving the fans options basically, right? And you're not necessarily having to produce an entire figure. It's just a simple head swap.
Yeah.
Make it how they want it to look.
Right.
We got Mikey, the figure report, has a question for you. He wants to know, do you have a dream project?
Ooh.
Yeah, a dream project. An F-14
Oh,
Top Gun, the
Mm.
size of 1/18 scale. So not talking
Not too
about
big, right?
not talking about GI Joe
Uh-huh.
deformed F-14 like the Sky Striker, but an actual scaled replica in 1/18 scale, which is about a meter long. So that
wow.
is a dream project for me because I'm already making 1/72 scale F-14s, which is
Mhm.
about a foot long, and that only has certain details, and that's in die-cast metal. To make it into something more prominent, like a real tabletop display, a real once in a lifetime effort, and that's my dream project, a meter long F-14, which was already done before
Mhm.
by JSI. If you Google JSI 1/18 scale F-14, it's done, but that was done back I think 20 years ago, and the make of it is not what I would envision it to be. It's much more simpler. It's out of stock anyway, and
Mhm.
it's costing thousands of dollars on eBay. So we don't need to pay that kind of price for something of old technology. I want to deliver something that is new technology, the best possible detail on an F-14, which is truly deserving because this is the most iconic aircraft that we know as human beings
Mhm.
to this day, right? Obviously immortalized by the Top Gun movie in '86. So yeah, I mean, next year is the 40th anniversary of Top Gun. So let's see what we can do.
I've also got this F-14. I don't know if it's the same company, but it is going for $2,500 on eBay right now. So yeah,
What? Yeah,
that's crazy. That's a little outside of my price range for sure.
yeah,
So 40th anniversary of Top Gun. I feel old.
yeah, uh,
Still one of my favorite movies as a kid, though.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah. I was looking at the Aces of Aviation. I was like, oh, I kind of want those, but then I'm gonna want the planes, man, like in
Well,
that scale. But then I'm thinking about it. Where would I put that? Because that would take up the entire size of this room, probably.
yeah, but hanging from the ceiling, it'll look fine, and that's
Mm,
exactly where it's got to go. Alpha
mhm.
Tryon 92 says, let's not forget the amazing Eagle One Ace is helping to work on and the Mystery Machine. Can you talk more about these two things that you're working on here?
Um, I'll be as brief as I can.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
We got time. You don't have to be brief.
I don't think it's called the Mystery Machine for
Okay.
starters.
All right.
But yeah, there is a machine, and it's actually I would say an OEM project for another company brand that you guys may know. I'll just leave it as that. I'll let the company itself do its own promotion.
Mhm.
But of course, it's using our Vans tooling, and we're going to be assisting with the production. So we're looking forward to that as well. It looks pretty neat. The amount of detail, the creative graphics that went on to this
Mhm.
livery. So kudos to the artist and origination of this design. So that's that, as well as the Eagle One is not. I believe you mean the Eagle Sharp, right? Because there's I don't. Oh yeah, okay, Eagle One. Yes, yes. So that's actually a already announced piece by Zika Toys, the Eagle One from Space. Um, is it Space Eagle? Space Eagle 1999, I think, or 1979. I forgot. So yeah, so that is what we're working on. Yeah, so we are helping them with the production, and is looking good so far. Yeah.
Cool. I'm just pulling up an image of the Space Eagle just to see if I not the one you're working on. I
While
just
you're
wanted to
doing
know.
that, I wanted to check it with the chat.
Yeah, check it with the
Um,
chat. Yeah.
No chewings here. He says, "What's up, all?" Um, the figure report says, "I want a Val Kilmer Iceman figure with teeth chomping action."
Is is it this is the ship you're talking about? This is the Eagle One, just so because I don't know what it is. I want to make sure that that's
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I wanted to know, make sure we
yeah, that looks pretty cool.
all right, cool. We also got Mary Fox is here. Any chance of a Knight Rider ish car in the future?
Oh yeah, very good chance. In fact,
There you go.
you'll be a good bet with low returns.
Ooh,
Yeah.
You gotta like that answer, Mary. There you go. Asian Variant says the Razor is a must, especially after receiving the Ramen Racer. I can only imagine what it looks like in person. So there you go. There's another car for George.
mhm.
What
He's got to
else
get
we got here?
a garage, or he'll probably build one for himself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Ace was going to build us a garage for all this
Oh.
stuff. I thought, yeah, the ramen garage. Yeah. So,
I mean, eventually, right?
yeah. I
I
mean, you're
think
gonna have to with a lift so that we can work on the cars. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like
He's
that.
not saying no. You notice that? And he hasn't said no to anything.
No, he's
tonight. I
just
love
taking
that.
mental notes.
Yeah,
So
he's
in
just
fact, lifting up the ramen racer should have been something that we have considered because of the fact that you're changing out the tires. So when I was changing out the tires to do demonstration, I realized that I needed something to
To put
pop
it
it
on.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think definitely something in the works. Yeah.
Oh, for an actual 1/12 scale lift?
Yeah,
Oh, like a
because
jack. Okay.
yeah, why not?
There you go.
Yeah.
Lago's in the chat. What's going on, Lago? Hope you're feeling better.
I can already see Henrock thinking of the photos of
Yeah.
who is it? Casey Jones working on the ramen
Casey
racer
Jones.
underneath. Yeah.
Or what you call it? The worker Gomez, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Dude, I mean SDA wants a
Lagos Fix has a great
oh yeah, I didn't get down there yet. SDA wants a volleyball cart, court. Yeah, that's what he wants. So what's Lago say?
Happy Halloween. So
Yeah,
we
we
could do a
change the name of the Rum Racer to
Yeah.
Happy Halloween. Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe for this year we can do a special Halloween livery. So yeah, kudos to Lagos Fix for the suggestion.
And here we go. I love chat's on fire tonight, and I love it. Mikey's asking, what are your top 3 favorite TV movie vehicles?
Wow. Top three in no order of merit
Nope.
would be
Yeah.
the 89 Batmobile,
Okay.
the Back to the Future DeLorean, the first version, by the way, not the second and third one, and I would say the F-14 Tomcat from Top Gun, obviously. So
Pretty solid choices.
Yeah.
Solid choices. Have you as someone who's listing out the Back to the DeLorean is from Back to the Future? Have you seen the Tommy Back to the Future DeLorean?
Oh, yeah.
And what are your
Yeah.
thoughts? Yeah. What are your
Which
thoughts
one? The Tommy one?
Yeah.
Well, in fact, should I even say this? I've actually seen it in production, so I
Oh,
think it's great.
Okay.
I think it's great. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Matt
think
and I
it's
both have
a,
it. We
it's a
haven't
great
opened
effort.
it yet.
I think the engineers have done a great job developing this piece. The fact that it is die-cast metal for most of the parts, and gimmicks like this smoke emitting device, the lights and everything. Although obviously everything can be improved. My comment about it, not that I can do it better, is that with the skill and ability of all these big companies, they should have done the lights that mimic the movie much more accurately, right? So it's just a turn on lights versus, like, I think it's moving, right? In the movie,
it's like a
actually
chase.
moving.
Yeah,
It's
the
actually
light
moving.
chase.
So
Yeah.
for something that premium and then done by a premium company, I think I would have wanted them to push the bar right up there. Yeah.
That's a fair complaint, I think. I mean, that's or
Oh,
no.
not a
That's
complaint, just
oh
my
yeah,
two
no,
cents.
yeah,
just an
it's
observation.
Not that I
yeah.
can do it better, right? Not that I can do it better.
Yeah. Well, you were saying, I don't know if you could say this. I think that's a fair, it's fair to say that. We've also got 78s in the chat. What's going on, man?
Yeah,
Saying
78.
Happy New Year to you. There you
Happy
go.
New Year.
Speaking of DeLoreans, 78s was opening up some Gachupon DeLorean today. That was fun to see.
Oh yeah, live on Instagram.
Yeah. 796. Oh, there's too many numbers now. 78s to 796 saying Ace. How about the spinner from Blade Runner in 1/18 or 1/12 scale? Ooh, that's a good one.
I'll have to get there when I get to it. Lots of stuff before this thing. Lots of requests as well. So yeah, we'll look
so many
into it.
requests.
Yeah, are we taking notes here? Are we gonna get any? Did we get 10% of the notes that we're taking here? I don't know. Let's see. We also got Mashcorp saying any chance of a TMNT inspired van for the upcoming Meditoy Turtles. That's a good call. That's a good call because the Meditoys, I was thinking even the Joy Toys, because the Joy Toys are smaller. They don't have a van either.
Yeah, for 1/18 scale.
Yeah.
Okay, just since we're online, people have trouble pronouncing the name of the company that makes these turtles that was on display in Wonder Festival in October last year. So it is actually pronounced as Ling Ji Hun, right? More so than whatever you guys are pronouncing based on the phonics. So it's actually Ling Ji Hun, which is basically the spirit. The Hun is a spirit. So it's actually the Ling Ji spirit is a spirit of. So that's the way to pronounce it. And then they're basically they were previously known as Matty Toys, or rather they're still known as Matty Toys for a select part of their offerings, but for the licensing part, which involves the turtles, I think they have gotten a new name, which is exactly what I just pronounced, which is Ling Ji Hun. So I'm just trying to give some 2 cents on how the pronunciation is done. Yep.
I love that. It's just the fans know I don't pronounce things well. I don't pronounce them well. So but
we would totally Americanize that and just say Lindsay Huan.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Did you say Lindsay Huang?
Yeah.
I was gonna go with Spirit Toys. He had said it means
Spirit Toys is also, I think that might actually be a company.
It might be a separate company.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, yeah, and the people looking for a turtle band there. And SDA is saying he want. Yeah, no, I figured you wanted a volleyball court from.
I mean, that is an iconic scene.
It's a great scene. Yeah.
No, well, it's not exactly a court. It's a sand.
Right.
It's a sand with a net.
Yeah.
Right.
So you could just do like you did the for the set for the Batmobile. We just do a volleyball and a net, and everybody just goes get kinetic sand. So done.
Exactly.
Expect that first quarter from Ramen Toys, co-sponsored by Between Two Sentinels. You're welcome, SDA. Mosh saying any chance for? Oh, we got that one already. Sorry. Yes. Well, you didn't answer the question though. Any chance of a
well, there's always a chance. We just need to figure out how would it look like with some addition, because I don't want to just redo another run of the van with a different color. I want to add something that makes it more looking like. So we will probably change up some stuff.
You could do it more inspired, because I actually think both the Medi Toys and the Joy Toy Turtles could benefit from a van that is inspired from like the Bay movies, where it's more of the garbage truck. And then who doesn't want a 1/12 garbage truck, right? Like, I'm just saying.
But I'll have to check on the size though, because when I was seeing them at the show, they look pretty big. So
Yeah.
I got to double check on what's the actual size. Yeah,
we'd have to make a couple versions. We have to make this Joy Toy one smaller and the mini one's bigger, and then another version for the regular size.
The other thing I wanted to touch on was with the vans. It's not only just an awesome like an awesome piece, but it's also another like a what's the word? It's like a now the words escaping me.
See, now you know how I feel. 95%.
I know how you feel. It's the perfect blank canvas for artists, for customizers, right? Like I saw the video from Articulated Ninja where he had Duarte Studios. He had made the custom vans, and those not only are inspiring to just ship my van to Duarte, because I know I don't even have to ship it to him. I can just bring it to him. It's like 15 minutes away. But like I would like to have a hand in myself just customizing my own van. So now I'm thinking, oh, maybe I want to get another van. So that would be 3 vans. But I do want to start airbrushing, like putting graffiti, adding little rust details. But also, what was the other idea we had, Jay? Where what about the van life cut, the custom vans where we put
the floorboards in and people living inside of them and put a kitchen inside of it.
That would be a cool
our toys live better than us. So our toys already have better clothes than we do, so
we're always buying more clothes for our toys than ourselves.
So I know, so this one, I'm going to bring this one up, and this is something that once he found out you were going to be on the show, No Chewing has been asking for this since day one. He wants a food truck. He has been dying for a food truck. So there you go.
There is a certain Marvel character out there that does have a taco truck or a chimichanga truck, right?
A chimichanga truck. Yeah. Is that Chewy? Is that the one you want? You want that very specific to that truck character, or do you just want a food truck in general? I don't know. You're gonna have to answer us there when you can. So, all right. A lot of people asking for Airwolf too. It's that
is already in the works. So,
Yeah. God, boy, you guys are just getting greedy here. Like Steve is like, what are the chances of a golf cart? And then now we're getting out of hand. Bat Force Grumps wants an air fryer for his bat cave. I mean, I think that this is just getting, you guys I think you guys got to get 3D printers at this point. So, Brick says Ling Zi Huan. I've been saying Ling Ji Huan. Okay, so it's Ling Zi Huan. Is that how you say it?
Ling Zi Huan.
Ling Zi Huan. Okay.
Yep.
Working on it. The more you know. Let's see what else we got here. Man, you guys the chat is. I'm loving you guys right now.
Chat is exploding right now.
Yeah, Agent Variant garbage trucks. Hell yeah.
So this is some
here we go.
Works in the progress of so we're doing it. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So
nice. All right. Okay. Somehow it's a little sneak peek there. We got Kato's Collection saying howdy, folks. Welcome.
Hey, Kato.
We got a lot of new people here tonight. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys.
Like and subscribe.
Stick around. Collection Nexus need some free candy stickers to put on the side. You guys, come on. Ace, you guys planning on making hand replacements or jointed fingers?
Not currently.
Okay.
Not currently.
Oh. There's the first no for tonight. So there you go.
He didn't say no though.
Yeah, he said not currently. That's true.
Not currently.
That's true. Twisted Metal.
First of all, we don't have the part, the actual thing. Whereas for the CAC set, we actually purchase multiple McFarlane Batmobiles to get our work going on, right? So for this one, we need to actually get the thing to access what the problem is before we actually R&D a solution. Yep.
I should have sent you one that I had.
You should have sent me one.
Donated that as a prize.
Brick says, Ace, these guys want a two-headed sentinel. We never said that. We never said that we wanted a two-headed sentinel. So, let's see. A lot of people asking for the Airwolf. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the whole thing started again because we were aware of the failed 3D printed Airwolf Kickstarter. Few questions for us. For me, is number one, how was he able to even use the word Airwolf blatantly on the Kickstarter? And number two, after more research, actually, indeed, the original files was not the actual creator's files. He actually got the files from somebody else and just merely made it into a Kickstarter to 3D print. But that's another story. So there's a good amount of people who invested in that project but didn't get their stuff. So I thought that if we're gonna get into the next project for 118, maybe this will be a good project to actually show people. At least I think when we do it and deliver, then it should be a big sigh of relief for people who are yearning for that particular product, because I believe that it is based on the fact that it was not available, nobody can get it, or rather anybody who wanted something like this wasn't able to 3D print it themselves and get it done themselves to the quality that they want, because they may not have the skills to put it together, to paint it, etc., etc. So I think what we're going to be delivering, again, very importantly, would be to give these people that at least now, before everything is said and done, we have in our hands that particular thing that we have adored so much for nostalgia, and since our childhood we've always wanted this big piece of vehicle. So I think that is what is the main aim for me embarking to do this. And of course, I'm talking to some people to see whether or not it's possible to actually obtain the license proper. So again, a case of if then else if. If we get the license, we will license it, obviously. If not, then else we would just do it as a third party. But most important thing is to get it out in the quality that is acceptable to collectors in a time frame that's not too far from the distant future. Yep.
Okay. I love that too. It's not just a matter of getting it out, right? It's you want to put your name on it. So you want it to be right. You want it to be done. You want it to be done right, and to the quality of collectors. I love that. That's great. I mean, there's so many people we see that, just getting it out there and then having issues with it. That's not what anybody wants, right? It's you got to do a lot of backtracking. People just don't want that either. Okay, Chewy says, to answer the food truck question, yes to a Deadpool taco truck, but I'm really thinking about the food truck from the movie Chef with Jon Favreau.
Okay.
That's a good movie. Yeah,
it was a great movie.
We'll look into it.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
I mean, food trucks are usually about the same, right?
Pretty universal. You just paint them up
pretty universal.
Yeah. Also wanted to highlight this one from Gerald Lewis. It says, Ace, what's good? Happy New Year to you and your staff and the whole crew. So not just people asking you for stuff, also people just saying hi and things.
Hi.
Shark Guy's Toy View is also asking if you are planning to attend the Oz Comic Con, which it looks like it's in Australia and New Zealand. But also I just want to throw it out there for you. You did come to New York Comic Con. Wanted to see if you had any intentions to do any other Comic Cons this year.
So for this year, we are already booked for Joe Fest and New York Comic Con. Other than that, the rest of the cons, I'll have to look at doing it the following year, because we are pretty fully booked in that sense. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna lock you down first for an interview in New York Comic Con. So
all right.
Pencil that in. January 8th, we said you're ours.
Another suggestion I would like to throw in there for next year is Legion's Con.
Ooh.
I feel like you do really well in Legion's Con.
All right. Maybe something for the following year. Yeah.
There you go. So I think we've gotten through as many questions as we can. Let's see. I think Grumps, Winger Lou said he would take a Hot Wheels what you call it at this point too. Hot Wheels Airwolf. That's what he's even looking for at this point. So, I did want to talk to you about Musk. I mean, I know that Musk
Okay.
is one of the cool things that you got coming out. It feels like a little bit of a departure, right? You've done action figures, you've done vehicles, and now you're breaking into kind of the diorama space.
Mhm.
What, where is that in the process, and how are you feeling about it?
So, Dio Ramen is a sub brand that we have
Love it.
created once we embarked on this sewer and street level scene. And, we basically already have this idea to have scenes for your collection because, as a model builder from back in the day, I was always drawn into the Verlinden productions. Verlinden is I'm not sure if I even pronounce it correctly because it's European, it's Belgium, but I'll just call it Verlinden, right?
I'm certainly not going to correct you. Don't worry. Yeah.
Verlinen. Okay, so just check it out. So he is such a skilled modeler that he made his own books showing how to make scenes and dioramas, mostly like Vietnam, World War II sort of things. And then that really enhances any figure or vehicle with that scene. So same thing here. We have always been given our action figures by itself without any real scene other than simple play sets like Castle Grayskull, Snake Mountain, Cat Slayer, etc., etc. And then now for the first time, a sewer layer, right?
Mhm.
So the whole thing that inspired us to just move on was the fact that collectors was concerned. Some voice their opinions about that price tag for the sewer layer,
Mhm.
and it was just a challenge for us to see, okay, let's say if we did it, how much would it actually cost us as a company? Again, there's not apples to apples. I'm sure you know the big companies have their own overheads, which they need to price it at a certain price. They have their licensing costs, etc., etc. So
Mhm.
it's not apples to apples. It's just what we can do in
Mhm.
terms of creating a sewer environment. So the whole idea again is sort of a composition of many factors. There is the initial idea of doing scenes that helps to position and put your figure collection against, as well as trying to see what we can do for those that missed out on purchasing said sewer piece because of high price. So we went to work and we started off with this concept, and then we develop it and evolve it by putting a street section on top. There's a physical, you know, tarmac piece, wrong, a physical road piece, as in ABS, versus a foam board,
Mhm.
right? And then we went on to see how we can actually uh, do it. So it evolved, and then basically with the input again from collectors about how about making it modular and stuff like that. Then that got
Mhm.
us thinking, and then we split the base in quarters.
Mhm.
We added another section here and there to see how you can expand the thing. Because again, just giving the shoebox by itself is a shoebox, but if you want it
Sure.
to be modular, we got to show you how it's going to be modular. So we added another section to show you how you can actually position more sewer into your piece. And that's how we developed this thing called the super mask. And again, the development was quite swift back in 2023. I would say around October, November, and December. But we hit a bit of a road speed bump because we really had to make sure that this thing is solid enough for it to be in collectors' hands, because importantly, there's already some concerns about structural integrity
Mhm.
Sure.
with the products that's currently in the market using foam boards. The fact that it's bowing with the weight and even
Mhm.
with duration. So we went to work to make sure that it doesn't do those things. Again, we do not claim that we have totally eliminated the conditions,
Mhm.
but we have definitely reduced the conditions drastically. even to the fact that you can see here on the screen right now that the pipe is running directly parallel to the street, which means
Right.
that that's going to give it support. Okay, not currently in that particular picture, because that picture was what evolved the next step of using the pipe to be displaced further up so that it actually really supports the street level.
Okay.
See, so that particular
Smart.
piece was that's why we do prototypes. We
Right.
do prototypes, and then from then we can see what's going on, and then we realize that, oh, okay, let's bring it up. And that's actually what happens in the real world. When you're designing aircrafts, you're designing boats and devices, you will put it to test. You have a SpaceX that exploded during takeoff, right? And then from then on, then they realize how to make it the next one that doesn't explode, right? So same thing here. The whole thing with us developing simple toys is you have to get a prototype out. You have to see the flaws of the prototype. It's speaking to you. The prototype that you make is speaking to you, although not in words, but it's showing you what is wrong and what is right, and then you go ahead and make it right. So in hindsight, it's actually good that we did not move too swiftly on this piece.
Yeah.
Otherwise we would have gone with the original configuration where the pipes are, in a position that doesn't really support the structure on top. So we are now in a position showing this latest prototype at Singapore Comic Con in December to now proceed with a pre-order sometime later this month. And then
Oh, wow.
this is what we will
Okay.
endeavor to do. And because the whole molding process is not as complicated as, let's say, a vehicle, so we expect to be able to deliver this by the end of this year. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I got to clean out my
Yeah, you got to clean out your garage. So there you go, man. Beast Boy. When is the expected release? You're here. You heard it here. It's expected to do pre-orders end of this month for
End of this year,
potential for potential shipping out end of this year. That's insane.
I will say, I remember the prototype shots of it. Like you could
Yeah.
see the top; it would sag down a little bit.
Yeah.
But now seeing these new shots with how it would be reinforced by the pipes too.
Yeah.
That's great. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just a diorama. That's furniture. That's a shelf.
It's furniture. It's true. It's a
And
shelf.
actually, if I may, to take it a bit another step. In fact, in real life, there is no just a street that is so thin and then there's a sewer below. It's gonna there's layers. There's layers of stuff. So I do plan to make the layers of stuff available somehow in the future as an add-on piece
That's
to
great.
make that thing even more realistic. Yeah.
Be a cool little like pan down shot, and you're like stop motion. So McKay, if you're still listening, there you go. Just a little pan down through everything. Make the little rat run by as you go through the pipe.
And then some like Easter eggs or something, like maybe some bones and stuff within the layers.
Yeah, they did that on The Simpsons once, right? They like panned through the ceiling, and it was like a buried treasure. Yeah. Love that stuff. Good, man.
I was gonna say, like, with this, it's also I'm sure that you could probably repurpose that sewer to look like something else, like a subway.
Oh, sure.
Right? That's another possibility that you could have where you can have the street level and then they go right down to the subway platform. That would be awesome too.
Nice.
I also love and give credit where credit's due. I think Mike High School Creations did a great job with this, and it looks like great minds think alike. Where you have all the little the add-ons that you can do, right? So when I was clicking through the pictures, you have the lights that you can add in, you have the other pieces that pull out, you've got the pipe that can come in, like all those little kind of touches that allow you to make it personal or to customize it, even if you're not, a really skilled customizer. Like that's just something that's great, because it's like, okay, I need the scene to look like this for this shot, or I want it to be sitting in my display like this. That's a great little, just a little piece. And I think the lights are even just a really nice touch, and I'm sure it's really something special that I think is going to make a big difference for a lot of people.
All right.
Also, I got to highlight this comment. Dio Ramen. Great name. And 78 says drinks are on him. Or Dio Ramen is going to be huge, but also if you go to Legion's Con, drinks are on him. So there you go. So, and I want to say thank you so much for that. Appreciate the like and subscribe.
Thank you, Kato.
Thank you guys. And Man Beast Boy says his dad's a plumber if you need help with the accuracy
Roger
of the
that.
piping. So done and done. Let's see. Sewer that pops out from the New York gas. There you go. Subway exit. Oh, a subway exit. Just a subway exit piece would be awesome to have too. Look at this. Immediately, you show one thing, we talk about one thing, and then everybody just starts kind of their brains just like you're inspiring everybody to start thinking about different things and moving things along and making it. That's great. I love this kind of again, just you listening to the community and the community responding and coming back to you. It's awesome. I mean, it sounds like you got your hands full, dude. How do you have time for everything else in your life?
I don't.
Okay, great. Good.
And we appreciate you for coming on the show. We understand that it's early in the morning over there.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think we try to keep this roughly around 90 minutes. So, we want to be mindful of time, but the questions keep coming in. So let's see. Zella says we need a furniture interior accessory set for the Musk. So
yeah, I think all these accessory sets are pretty much available if you find them on certain sites. So it's actually much more economical to get these currently from other sources than for us to tool it, because it's a really generic stuff.
Yeah.
But tooling does not differentiate between what's generic and what's expensive. It's the same cost to make a generic item and the same cost to make let's say a licensed character is the same cost, but the licensed character will sell more to cover the tooling, whereas the direct stuff will probably not sell as many. So this is a consideration for us. We don't want to actually do something that puts us back, financially, and then it doesn't reap the. It's just business 101. So I would say that all these furnitures are pretty much available from lots of creators that's putting out their wares in the marketplace. So go check them out.
All right. So we got two more questions for you, Ace, and then I promise we're going to let you go. But
Okay.
I know in the beginning you kind of talked about your journey, and Ian Saunders here from Ian Saunders Photography, he's got a great question. He wants to know how how would you make a suggestion for him to start in the same way that you started, right? You kind of just started into modeling, but he's been doing the same thing. He's got some 3D models and he's doing some 3D printing into prototypes. But what would you say is the next step into kind of getting into mass producing this kind of stuff?
Well, if you guys are really interested, again, the door is open. You can just contact me and I'll assist you to realize your dreams, right? Only if you're serious, because this is not something that you just do today and then forget tomorrow. It's really it's gonna be you're gonna put money where your mouth is and really do something. As for suggestion, like I said, contact me if you want to get things done. Otherwise, if you do not want to contact me, then my advice is basically that you have got to find artists to get your concept into physical visuals, right? If you're not an artist yourself, you will need to get these people to do concept art and then get modelers to do the actual 3D of the figures, and then you will be able to engage a factory in China, which again, if you don't look for me, that's fine. They are pretty much available in terms of, if you find them on, like, I think I'm not sure if there's a platform, but if you just Google, I think if you just Google is your friend, just Google manufacturing in China or toy manufacturing in China or action figure in China, I'm sure certain more established websites will pop up. You can go talk to them. But again, the thing here is that between myself as a person that will care for, not that they won't care, but
Sure.
I would like give more, because I'm also doing the thing and I realize where you're coming from. I would give you that added attention versus you are just another business for the other guy.
Right.
Again, not to say that you have to come to me. I'm just giving both sides as
You offer that
partial
insight.
as possible for you to make your own call. So so the important thing is that in any mass production, there's always going to be issues. And if you are not having the years of experience, uh, hitting the wall and learning the as we call the school fees, right? You got to pay to learn.
Mhm.
Then probably
Yeah.
you'll end up in a bit of a mess, because it takes a lot of components to have the whole thing done. Which is why, if I may quote Mr. Bobby Vella from Action Force and
Mhm.
Valaverse, he's always adamant that this is not a game, right? Don't come in and destroy stuff. But like I said, if anybody is aspiring to
Mhm.
do something, just like I aspire to do this, right? But before that, I was not in the industry. I mean, I'm not like an established professional. I also go through the same process of learning, but it's just happened that I was able to have the experience, from my years in Hong Kong, and what I've just explained about learning the factory and stuff like that. Even that was not sufficient to prep me to do my own thing, because my own thing, again, I have experienced delays, I've experienced problems. It's all about the problem solving when something occurs that is the most critical. Because again, even your Apple iPhones have problems, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Right.
Even
Oh,
your most expensive Tesla have problems. So problems is something that is really part and parcel of everything. It's just that what's the percentage of the problem? It's not 100%. It's maybe like 5%,
Sure.
10%, right? So sorry to go on a tangent, but
No,
No, that's
anybody
great.
who's serious about
Mhm.
doing something like that because they want to fulfill a some call it a vanity project, right? But it's just different words. If you want to
Yeah.
do something, that means that you have the right to do it. You have the right to do what you want.
Mhm.
It's a matter of just how to. Again, this how to is the most important part, and you don't really get people like me just blabbering free consultation, But I believe that time is short. I believe that you don't know what tomorrow brings. If I don't say it now, who knows when I have a chance to say it again. So if it's going to benefit somebody from what I'm saying in these few minutes, then I think I would have done
Yeah.
myself justice. That
Mhm.
I'm passing along as much as I can, and it's not always about the money, right?
Yeah.
If you go to a lawyer, they will probably uh, ask for something before they tell you
Sure.
something. It's all part of the world. But I'm sure there's also other. When I'm saying this, I'm also sure there's other lawyers that probably give you good advice if you are friends and stuff like that. But again,
Yeah.
I'm off on a tangent. Sorry.
No,
Just
no
saying that
tangent.
This is
I'm
great
always
stuff.
open if you want, and then this is what I can tell you guys.
Oh, dude, this is great. This is the stuff we love too, right? I mean, this is the community part of it, right? So
Mhm.
this is your experience, and you're helping Ian, and Ian even responded. He said, "Look, he's got something really great that he wants to try to pitch you on." So there you go. And look at High School Creations quoting Disney here. You got to keep moving forward. It's a great perspective, Ace. So
Yeah.
Ian, reach out to Ace, and if you're serious, he'll help you out. All right. And this question I absolutely love, and it comes from Steve, aka the Better J Shot. He says, if you could take one or two of the products you're making now back to your younger self, which ones would those be? Which are the toys you would take that you're making to go show that kid that you were and how happy you would be?
That's a good question.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, this is why I'm
That's a
saying it's
hard-hitting question.
the Better J Shot,
Um, I would say that I would take nothing.
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 Yeah, because I think that what was back then was we were so much more easy back when we were kids buying what was on
Mhm.
the shelf, and anything else back then that I'm doing now would be too complicated and fragile for the kid.
Okay.
He's
I
gonna
see
he's gonna
that.
break it. He's gonna like, what the hell is this? So I think we want to preserve what was best back in the time that we had it. That's why you
Okay.
have people trying to replicate the exact vinyl Ultraman from back in the 70s. They want the same damn thing. They want the same Godzilla that is not articulated, not so. I would not bring anything back, but I'll go back and enjoy as much as I can and get more stuff that I couldn't get before.
All right. I
All
love that. I love that.
Okay.
That's a great answer. I love that. What would you bring back? Not a damn thing. I love that. All right. That's great. Ace, anything else you want to promote? Anything else you want to tell people about that before we kind of wrap up here? Anything else? Go obviously make sure you're following the Instagram because that's where you're putting a lot of the new information on. Go check out the website. Pre-orders are up now. Well, he's gonna break it. Anything else you want to kind of throw out there?
Well, first of all, thanks, Josh and Matt, for having me on your show. And hopefully this past 60 minutes or so was a good listening experience for everybody in your audience. I am going to be doing the stuff that I normally do, which is to deliver on what we promise on our website, the products that we are doing. And of course, I'm going to be conceiving more new ideas that's going to be in the works for the rest of the year and next year. I'm looking forward to obviously preparing for products exclusives for Joe Fest and hopefully for also New York Comic Con in October. And before you know it, guys, it'll be another year gone. So time really flies. Just make sure that we, live every day the best we can, not take anything for granted. And hopefully I'll be back on the show and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Definitely.
You're always welcome back. And I do want to say thank you to Man Beast Boy promoting your YouTube channel. You do have a Ramen Toy YouTube channel. Make sure that you are checking that out and subscribing there. Machu, what do you got going on? You're going to be enabling tomorrow
on the enablers tomorrow for the top 5 plus 2. Don't call it a top 7. And then what else am I doing? I don't know. Just that's it for now.
It's enough. It's a full week for you. It's a full
3
week
days in a row string. Right?
Yeah, it's more than enough. It's more than enough. And I'm sure we'll jump on with whoever else at some point. So Ace, thank you so much for being here, man. This is so great to talk to you. And guys, thank you so much, whether you're watching live or you're watching on the replay. We appreciate the hell out of you for being here. We wouldn't be here without you. We wouldn't be at episode 101 without any of you. So we're,
and by the way, 101 is a prime number.
There you go. Prime number. It's the reason why you're here. But yeah, we're excited, and 100 episodes behind us and 100 more ahead of us, and we are thrilled for that. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey, and go on, get out of here now. Go make some content. Go be proud of yourselves. Machu, cue that outro, man. Let's go home.
All right,
we're
later, guys.
Home. Bye.